and again, take care of us like no other. So we appreciate all of that, and we look forward to getting this camp going. As far as any of the injuries go, I can update you real quick. PUP, the people that will start on PUP, Fulton will start on PUP, Juwan Taylor, and Trey Watson. So those three will start there. Everybody else is good to go, and we should be ripping and ready by tomorrow. So we jump right into it with the testing tomorrow, and then we have meetings, and both business meetings for the NFL and also meetings for the football part of it. Other than that, we look forward to the season getting started. It should be a great environment up here for learning and for conditioning with the heat that we're going to have, and we normally have up here. So it should get us ready and build a nice foundation for us to start the season. As far as Rasheed goes, I mean, that's obvious news out there. Now, we're going to progress as normal with him. He'll go in and take all the reps that he'd normally take, and we always rotate that position. So depending on what happens here in the future, whoever needs to play will be able to step in. They'll know what they're doing and be in good shape to do it. So, but we're just going to, like I said, just progress as normal. Other than that, time's yours.
Any idea as far as the timeline for the punishment handed down from the NFL for Reid?
No, I don't have anything.
Have you had any conversations with
No.
The length of absence you expect for Fulton and Juwan? Do you expect them to?
Yeah, well, we're hoping that. Yeah, I mean, we're hoping it's relatively fast. So I'd tell you, Juwan's probably closer right now.
Andy, you're always come up here expecting the grind. Is there anything you could describe that's different about coming in after losing the Super Bowl and was winning the last two and last year's mindset?
Yeah, no, this part stays tough. I mean, it's never an easy camp, and there it builds you a foundation that you can bank on. So it's important that the guys come in the right frame of mind. They know that, and they pass the word down to the young guys that they better be ready to go. But that helps us in the long haul.
There's several reports of George Karlaftis signing a contract extension. What would it mean to be able to sign him to a long-term deal for this organization?
Yeah, that would be a great deal. I think that's already done. Just so if you need some breaking news, that's a great thing. And he's a heck of a player, and he's done a great job here, and he's profiting from that. And our team also is profiting from him being around. So it's a win-win there.
Andy, what did you see from him late in the season last year? I mean, he's always been a consistent player for you, but particularly late last year.
Yeah, well, he's a relentless player. I mean, that's what you get with George. He's smart, relentless. You can trust and know he's reliable. You can trust that he's going to be there and do the right things and go 100 miles an hour doing them. So, very well respected that way.
Coach, how do you plan to start with the initial left tackle rotation with Josh Simmons and Jalen Wood?
No, Juwan is out
Right.
for the beginning of it, so we'll just flip those two guys, and they'll work in there, and we'll go from there. So yeah, but those guys, Andy rotates all those guys anyway. So yeah.
Coach, with Karlaftis, last week Trey Smith, today Karlaftis, how important was it for you as a coach to have these young core guys locked up for long-term deals?
Yeah, Herbie. I mean, it's great to have, great from a coach's standpoint to have that. The tough job is with each having to juggle all the financial part of it. But we love having that. Continuity is a big thing with your good young players, and Veach has done a real nice job with his group in the drafts, and so. But to sort all of that out, Chris Shea and the guys, they have to work through all of that, the money part of it, and they do a heck of a job with it. So, and it's an ongoing thing as you go. You've got to really have a good feel and a good plan for the future as you do it.
More with Trey, just the guy, 6th-round pick coming up to that.
Yeah, how great is that? Huh? How great is that, man? 6th-round pick, came in with the lung situation and the blood clots, and was able to work through that, and I mean, it's a great thing that he was able to work through that just for his overall health, football or no football, but to be able to come in and play at the level that he's played at, and that toughness that he brings with it. So he's an aggressive personality on the field. Teddy bear off the field, but aggressive personality on the field, man. He brings it every game.
Andy, can you just give us an overview of what you're going to be looking for at left tackle with that position in training camp?
Yeah, you're going to look for the best guy, I mean, to start with, that can fill in that spot and that we can have a little consistency there. We didn't have that last year, and so let's work at it and see what we come up with. We've got some good candidates for it, and we'll just see where it goes.
Andy, you've always wanted your camps to be hard for a reason. How moderated are they from when you first became a head coach? I know the rules changed a little bit, but I mean...
Yeah, no, but I mean, I've been in this with you, so I mean, we've been around a while, so it's way different than when we first got into it, but within the rules, and you're always player safety. That is number one on this thing, so you don't want to put those guys in a bind, but at the same time, it's a tough sport. I mean, this thing it's tough, and so there's a point where you got to reach down and you got to be able to push yourself through some things, and these camps still do that. It's just at a different level than maybe what it was when I first became a head coach.
And you still feel that late in the season, and in a December game, you feel like you can picture how they draw from this?
Yeah, listen, I listen to the players. I mean, that's what I do. I use those guys as kind of the thermometer on things that they tell you. They go, man, I'm glad we did those long drive drills. I mean, they pay off. We hate them, but I'm glad we did them. And they pay off at the end.
Andy, when it comes to Josh Simmons, how much of that are you interested in, just the conditioning part of it, and has he been given the all clear to fully participate?
Yeah, listen, he stayed up here this whole break. He's been here and working his tail off, and so it looks like in the way he finished phase 3, but it looks like he's ready to go. And we'll keep an eye on him and see where he's at. But his conditioning was good when he was out there, and he seems to be a worker. So we'll just have to see. He's never been through one of these, so we got to see how it goes.
We always ask of the players, what they bring. As many years as you've come here, what are you starting to bring, or what different do you bring when you come to camp and stay here indoors?
It seemed like I brought less this year, so I don't know. Maybe Schrapp took care of me. I don't know, but so I felt like I didn't bring very much. They've got all the shorts and everything, so for us, and that's all you wear up here. So.
Andy, is the first team meeting tomorrow? Is that right? With
Yeah.
Is given you've had some time to think about it, is there a certain message you want to start training camp with for the guys?
Yeah, I'll hit them with that first, Nate. But it's always expectations are always high, and that's a plus. And the guys that have been here have earned that right to have it that way. And but at the same time, you've got to maintain that and even strive to be better. I mean, the AFC West is a tough conference, and it's not getting any worse, that's for sure. I mean, these guys, there's good coaching, and they've got good players, so just that alone is a great challenge for us. And so here we sit, and we have an opportunity to put ourselves in a position to make ourselves better every day that we go through this thing. So let's do that.
Just considering how last year went for Hollywood and missing on most of the years, how important will this camp be both for him and Ted Worthy? And to have both your burners on the outside and so.
Yeah, sure. No, that it'll be great to have them out there. Yeah, when they were together out there last year, that was for camp, for the part of camp that they were there. That was a positive for us.
3 more. Herbie, go ahead.
Coach, specific to the left tackle position, I think it's been more than a decade since you're entering training camp with an actual battle at that position group since you've been here. Do you find yourself having to place a timeline on when you would expect or you want to see someone emerge, and then that'll be your guy going forward?
I think by the time you get out of this thing, you'd like to have an idea who that is, right? You want to have a feel on it. So we evaluate these guys every play, Herbie, for whether it's a light practice or a hard practice. They're evaluated and graded and so on. So we'll see how it all sorts out.
Steven?
How does the fact that left guard has a battle also affect, because you'd like to have the 2 starters work together some before the season starts? How does that affect the dynamic that both of those spots are open right now?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. These are young guys that are going to get in there and compete, and I think that's a positive thing. And we're going to come out with somebody that's a good player, so I'm good with it. Yeah.
Last one, Sam.
Andy, with Rashid, you said you expect him just to still take as many reps as he normally was, but
Yeah,
I
we're
also
going.
just wonder, based on last year's injury, obviously, too.
We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that part. But as far as
Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid shared a rare but emotional moment about an unplanned reunion between star Travis Kelce and his girlfriend, global singer Taylor Swift, on the grass of Arrowhead Stadium. They walked in like they were bringing spring. The interview took place after the morning practice on July 20th, right in front of the familiar backdrop of the Chiefs training camp at Missouri Western State University. Andy Reid, in a lightly striped polo shirt and a face that was both serious and warm, could not hide his smile when talking about the unexpected reunion. He, Travis Kelce, came back on the field with a smile that couldn't be hidden. And then Taylor walked in. Everyone was paying attention, not because of the fame but because of the way they looked at each other, Reid shared, his hand lightly placed on the microphone with the Geha logo. According to the legendary coach, the moment came just hours after Taylor Swift made a surprise appearance at the main entrance of Arrowhead Stadium, accompanied by a discreet motorcade. Dressed in a striking black lace dress with red highlights, Taylor headed straight into the VIP lobby where Kelce was preparing for a strategy meeting with the coaching staff. He turned around, and the whole room just stopped for a few seconds. No one said anything, and then everyone applauded. Not because of the pop star, because it was Travis Taylor Swift. Andy Reid laughed, his eyes sparkling with humor but also with affection. The practice field, the strategy, and the real emotions. When asked if Taylor's presence had any effect on the team's mentality or practice schedule, Andy Reid shook his head. On the contrary. Travis was more focused than anyone else that day. There was something in his eyes, like when his heart is right, everything else falls into place. Coach Reid said that after practice, Travis and Taylor sat down with some of the younger players on the sidelines. Some of the rookies even got some encouragement from Taylor, while Travis kept sharing positive stories about the upcoming season. She wasn't just Travis' girlfriend. She was part of the team's spirit that day, Reid said. He found a place to come home to. Andy Reid, who has followed Travis from a promising young player to a cultural icon, admits that Kelce has changed since falling in love with Taylor Swift, in a more level-headed, mature way. I was worried, like every coach. Celebrities falling in love with celebrities, it's hard to keep balance. But Travis is different. He knows what's important, and Taylor makes him understand that even more, Reid said, his eyes darkening. I saw Travis after the Super Bowl loss, he added. My eyes were red and I was disappointed. But now I see a guy who doesn't just play football, he lives it, with a full heart. Emotions from those around him. Many players on the team also shared positive emotions after that special moment. Quarterback Harrison Butker said, Coach Reid is not lying. I've never seen Travis so happy that day. And Taylor was very friendly. She hugged each of us, wished us luck for the season. There was no distance like the media painted. The team's communications manager also revealed that after the reunion, interactions on the Chiefs' official social media platforms increased by more than 250%. Images of Taylor walking hand in hand with Travis through the stadium hallway quickly went viral on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Andy Reid's final words, "Good love makes people go," at the end of the interview, when asked by an ESPN reporter about his prediction for the future of the most famous couple in the current sports and entertainment industry, Andy Reid just smiled meaningfully. That's not my business. But I can say this, when someone finds someone who makes them a better version of themselves every day, that's a special person. Taylor is that person for Travis. And Travis deserves it. He paused, then emphasized, good love makes people go, both in football and in life. Backstage, the viral photo and the season signal. Immediately after the press conference, photos of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce holding hands leaving Arrowhead Stadium were released, causing social media to almost explode. In the photo, Travis is wearing a black and white striped sweater, smiling brightly, while Taylor, in a seductive see-through dress, walks next to him with a proud look. On Reddit, many fans commented, "This is no longer a Hollywood couple. This is the heart of Kansas City." Some comments even suggested that Taylor will be the new Lucky Charm for the Chiefs next season. Conclusion: an unusual but memorable start under the bright sunshine of Missouri July, as the team began a practice season full of pressure and expectation. A simple moment between two people warmed the atmosphere. Andy Reid, with all his experience and toughness,